Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be making a round 1 preview, alright guys. Now obviously, if you've seen my AFL 2022 season predictions, you would know that I'm going to be doing a thing called round reviews, and that is going to include a next round preview. So now, this is a little bit different from tipping. I'm going to be doing tipping, which is the short version, and then, I don't know, maybe it's like a 10-minute round review / round preview every round, every week. So today shouldn't be any longer than 7 or so minutes. It's going to be a round preview, round 1 preview. This is probably one of the biggest weekends of footy that there is. And yeah, it's going to be with the round review for the plan for this year. So that's the plan this year, is that, yeah, we're going to be doing round reviews, round previews, and then tipping. So yeah, so pretty much we're just going to be almost backing up our evidence for tipping in a speaking way, in an oral way. So first game. Now this is obviously like massive round of footy. This one, this is going to be a blockbuster round. You started off with Melbourne Doggies on the Wednesday night. I'm super stoked. Thursday you got Carlton Richmond, the traditional one. Friday, St Kilda Collingwood. What a matchup that could end up being. Saturday, Geelong Essendon. This could be a surprisingly good matchup. Sydney Derby. Time and time again, you get what you expect. And that's a close game, pretty much. Brisbane Power up at the Gabba. Interesting matchup there. Then you got Hawks North on the Sunday. Adelaide Freo on the Sunday as well, and then West Coast Gold Coast to finish up the round. Now, I'm going to say with the fixturing this round, they've done a pretty good job, I reckon, making these matchups as good as they possibly could be. And this was released like before pre-season. We had no idea how these teams are going to go into pre-season. I reckon we've got a very good look here at what we've got a very good look at some teams this round. Now, obviously, the blockbuster first game, grand final rematch is the first game. Now, I think this one is going to be probably the most interesting one, just because it's the first game of the year. Now, I do have Melbourne taking this one out, not by any sort of convincing term. I have them taking it out by 11 points, as shown in the tipping. But yeah, I think we're in for a good game here. How are both teams coming for form? Melbourne coming off of a loss, Doggies coming off of a loss. So both teams coming off a loss, and they'll be looking to start off their season in the perfect way possible after both teams having not so good pre-seasons either. So yeah, this is the heated clash. Now, on the Thursday, we have got traditional Carlton and Richmond. Now, this is a blockbuster this year. Now, in the past, we have said, blockbuster, Carlton, Richmond coming up, and we have been wrong every single time. This year, I actually do think this will be backed up. I think Carlton are going to come out and they're going to play well. I think the Tigers are going to be a little bit better. I think they're going to. I have them taking it out by 4 points in my tipping. I do have them taking it out. Have this one being a very seesawing contest, and Richmond kicking a goal late by one of their small forwards to put them in front. Little snap, put them in front, and then Carlton have a chance, and it's marked by a defender. I think this is going to be a very close game, this one. Probably one of the closest of the rounds. And I have, Richmond just taking it out. But again, I reckon this one is an either-way contest. Both these first two games are either-way contests. So, exciting to see. Now, this one is more of a one-sided contest. I think most of us do have a decent understanding of who might win this one. I have the Saints beating the Pies on Friday night. Now, again, I don't think it's going to be like a massive blowout or anything. I think the Pies are going to come to play, just like what they did last week against the Giants. I think they're going to come to play, and I actually don't think they're going to lose it by too much. I have the Saints winning it by 16 in tipping, which I think is about probably a reasonable margin for the Saints. Don't think they're going to smash the Pies in the first game. I think it's going to be, I think they're going to maybe be a little bit inaccurate or miss some of their chances. And I think the Pies, they're just going to have to play really well if they want to beat the Saints. And I'm just not sure if they're up to that level right now. Saturday, 19th of March, Geelong, Essendon, MCG. Now, this one is actually one of them regards to go either way. I did tip Geelong in the tipping. I have had second thoughts and I've been thinking about Essendon. I'm still going to stick with my tip and say Geelong. But I do feel like this one is such a 50-50 that it could really go either way. The Cats could come out and they could start playing superbly. And the Bombers could come out and they could start playing superbly. This one's going to go either way. Both teams, again, coming off of a disappointing loss. Both of them. Probably both of them games that should have been won by them. Essendon, they probably should have been able to beat the Saints, and the Cats should have been able to handle the Suns, but no, both of them teams did not do so. I think this one's going to be a good game, though, and either way, it's going to be interesting. Now, obviously as well, we've seen the fixture, Geelong only have 2 games at the MCG, so that does hint that more of their games are going to be at GMHBA this year. Yeah, that was 50-50. Now, GWS Sydney at, what is it called? Core Stadium, Australia. And this one is kind of in that twilight-ish time slot. I'm not, 5:10. I don't know what twilight I'm going to say. Sydney Derby. You do not get any better than this. This is top class. This is probably the derby right now. The derby that is the best derby. You've got 2 teams that are pretty similar in position. You've got 2 teams that are pretty good teams going head to head. I have the Giants taking this one out. I normally would tip the Swans in a Sydney Derby. I have learnt my lesson from doing that in the past, so I've tipped the Giants this time, and just you watch, the Swans will win this time. That's probably what's going to happen. I've tipped the Giants to do it. Yeah. 50-50 though. Now, Brisbane, Port Adelaide, again, I think we probably, if you base this on past history, I think we do have a decent understanding of who might win this one. Brisbane put up a very good showing against the Doggies in the Amy Community Series, which is why even more of a reason to tip them. I have them winning this one quite convincingly by about 30-34 is what I have them winning by in tipping. Just Port Adelaide, whenever they go up to the Gabba, they just are not the same team. They are different. They are horrible, pretty much. Now, will this change? Maybe. It might change, but I just don't see that happening. And I see Brisbane walking away top of the table at the end of the first round. And I have Port Adelaide just not being competitive enough and failing and going bottom. Now, obviously, they will build up again over the course of the season. They're not going to be bottom. But after the first round, I do have them being bottom just because they can't really play up at the Gabba, and the Lions, they'll probably build a big fortress there this year. Now, Hawthorn North on the Sunday, I have this one also being a 50-50 game. I have tipped an upset in North. I'm not really sure if you can call it an upset, but I have tipped North in an upset, and I've tipped them to do it as well, to get the job done. And I think just their young list is quite exciting. I just think Hawthorn, they're just not really gone through a good stage right now. Possibly wooden spoons this year. Now, Adelaide Freo, Adelaide Oval. I think Freo are going to be way too exciting in this match. Way too good. And I reckon they're going to take it out by about 3 goals, 18 points. It's going to be too strong. And they're going to show why they should be a top 8 team this year. There's many clubs going for that position, but I think Freo will get the job done. And I think they will get a top 8 spot. And for the Adelaide Crows, there is some good foundation to build on, but just not there yet. They got Jordan Dawson, but again, there's still some work to be done there. West Coast, Gold Coast, final game of the round. Again, I actually do now regard this as a 50-50 contest. I do have West Coast winning it in tipping. I think West Coast are going to be a worse team than they were last year, but round 1, Optus Stadium, I think they are just too strong. Especially in round 1 at Optus Stadium, they do come out and they play it they play it well in round 1. Now, this was the matchup that we had last year. West Coast took it out by about 25 or something like that. I've got them winning by somewhat of the same margin, around that 20 mark against Gold Coast. But again, I do see this one going either way. And for Gold Coast, well, pulling a surprise upset in the West, that's pretty good. So, lots of good games here to look forward to in round 1. Season opener Wednesday, 16th of March, 7:10 Victorian time, 6:40 South Australian time. You do not want to miss it. So, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. You guys can let me know your thoughts for round 1. So, round previews will be out a day after tipping. As tipping is a short format, and round reviews and previews is where I'll actually be talking to you guys about what I think. A little bit more detail. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys will never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. So bye everyone. Flaming Footy out.